Hey everyone, in this video we're going to do some more work with our mini app. Yeah, that is a super duper mini app. I am working on this mini app, and today I found some error. Like when I want to add a new text, then there's give me some error, and also there I need to do something like I need to as a pagination. Currently there have just 2 user info, so if I want to watch more user, then I can add something like add next or ps2 button, so I can move on from like an example. In a single page there have 10 user data. When user click next button, he can see more 10 user data, this kind of something. So in this video we're going to watch this how it's work now. So let's start with a bug fix. So first of all, when we go on the client side, we have a client and they have add new tags, this kind of something from. Well, that's super duper cool. And you can see there I need to add a link, right? So there have something like name, and there have also name, but this here the name is not link is name is href. Now I guess should be fixed, but before fixing that I need to show you the error, otherwise you cannot trust me, right? So if I click submit, you can see there have error, and there have something like okay, there have a lot of bug. So what I need to do, there's tell me he cannot find the category value, then the type value, and last one the href. However, why he cannot find this? Because we need to set up a default value, right? So for now we need to add a default value or value when user select this one. So this time the value is Telegram. So we can also go on the tags interface, and here you can see the tags category should be anything. So I can add something like Telegram, that is a value, then next value is x, then next value is Facebook, then next value YouTube, then last one, this value is visit. Well done. Now we need to go on friends. So now here if I end friend, then special, then that is the social, last one social. Now if I refresh that page and go on add tags, and here I can type in title, point, then Telegram friend, then there have one more thing, one time or multiple. So we can add something like value. So the value is one time, then here value is multiple. Now we need to add a link, then submit. Now you can see there have only single error, that is he cannot find href is required, and Telegram is not a valid enum for path category, type friend is not a valid enum for path type. Okay, understand? So I need to go on tags dot module. So you can see there L is written on lowercase, so and I have add here in uppercase, so that is the error. So I just need to change that to lowercase. That is painful job, right? Social, then friend, spatial, social, and here everything is perfect. Now before requesting on server, I just need to watch what kind of data I am getting get from the on click, right? When I click submit, I need to see what kind of data I am get from the from. So if I click submit, they have a on click, and here you can see they have something like link, but I am not write something here. Yeah, they have something like link, so I need to change that to href. Now I have changed that to href. Now if I submit, you can see they have another field that is href, and this time that add this thing. But if I refresh and try to add a new text like join Telegram, then point is 5000, then Telegram job, type is social, one-time job, and there is the channel link or tax link. I have added the tax, and if I check the console log, you can see they are not have anything like link. So however, we are done. Now if I refresh that page, then you can see they have a tax on social and they have a tax on friends, but they have a issue with spacing. So I need to fix that, right? So for fixing that, I just go on the home page, and in the home page they have something like what is that? They have tax social. Well, I just need to go on the tax, and they have tax item, and here I need to fix that issue. So that is item center justify between. So I just need a flex. So here I can add a flex item center gap 3, and I can wrap that. Well, you can see now the gap issue is fixed. Now when I click start, then what happening here? So like if I click start, I am on the channel that is loading. They have an issue with the size, I guess. Render button. So in this render button, they have a loading spinner, but the loading spinner size is too much. Well, and they have something like clean, and here I can add px, py. Then text size is sm. Wow. I can click claim. You can see that is task is complete, but I am not joined this channel. So if you want to add that customly, you need to call me, right? So of course that job is paid, and I cannot show you that because they have something like a secret key or this kind of something involved. Well, however, we just need to I need that sizes little bit more. Is there have any height? py is 2. Yeah, now it's look better. Or 1. Size is not perfect, I guess. 2. Okay, I can add py in every single field. Py, yeah, great. I can add a duration for animation. view duration 1000, you can see they have animation, but that's not looking good at all. So I can change that value to 100. That's not looking good. That could be more faster. I am not happy with that animation. Well, you can see it's working finely. Let's ignore that, and we have a slider, right? We need to work on this because the to slider or swipeable social card is same. We need to change that, right? So you can see one is the YouTube text and another one is in YouTube text. So we just need to change that. They have something like title, description, and a button. So what we need for set up this, we just need a title, we need a href, we need a description, we need a call to action CTA. Well, the title is a string, then href is a string, then description is a string, then CTA is a string. Then we need to add that here, that is the title. Hello buddy, title, that is the href, sorry, that is the description, right? Description, that is the CTA, call to action. And when user click on this, web app, then I just open a link. The link is on href, right? Now we just need to go on swipeable card, and there have I need to add title. Title is, I forget what is the title. Seriously, I forget. So the title is join Telegram channel. Then the description is join our Telegram channel for get latest news and updates. Then not last, the action button is join. Then the href is come from .env. You know, we have a environment file, so we can add this here. We can add here another thing like white Telegram channel, and the channel link is this Telegram channel, and we will just define the import meta environment typecast. Well, we come here and we will add import, then meta, then environment, and then this. Great. We can copy this card and again we can paste here. Now we just need to refresh that page, and you can see that is working. Now the design is little bit changed, but we can make that same, like join channel, join channel. Now this time is bit close, we just need to add something more, like like the py is 1 or padding top bottom 1. Is it looking good? Good, but the font is too low. Yeah, this look better. The next card should be something like join YouTube, subscribe YouTube channel. Okay, subscribe YouTube channel for understand how we work and why we pay you. Okay, then the button is subscribe. Then you can see the text is too much, so we need to add a small text, right? So I can add something like simply subscribe. Now it's look better. So I need to add one more variable in environment, and here I just copy a YouTube channel, or I can copy my one channel. Okay, for both of this I just need to go on YouTube, right? Then I need to go on viewer channel, copy this, and then then we can paste here. Then the environment variable is YouTube channel. Great, I can copy this, and here I can paste it. Okay, then paste it. You can see now both of the card is working. The tab is look better. The tax issue is fixed. I can complete tax. By completing I can get point. I'm not sure by completing the tax I am getting point or no. So for testing this, I can click here. I am come on this channel, and here there is pending. After completing that tax, my balance should be 5,032, right? So if I click claim, then my balance is not update. Why? Okay, if I go on home page, there have the balance. It hard coded that balance is not come from the server, right? So the balance is on the user, then there have point, right? And my point is 5,112, and you can see there have a issue. The point should be undefined, so I can add something like a condition. If they have a point, then use that point. If they are not have any point, then use 0. Great, that is the symbol. You can set up that from environment file. And if I go on leaderboard, you can see they are for initially for 1 or 2 seconds they are not of any content, so I need to show something within this time, right? So for this we have the skeleton. So I just go on the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard API. This API, I just need to go on the leaderboard page tsx. Well, that is the leaderboard, and we have this. So there have something like is processing, right? Is fetching. Yeah, is fetching. Now I need to use a condition. What is the condition? Well, that is me, right? That is my data. So I just use bracket, object bracket, and then I can move that on this object bracket, and here I have add the condition. The condition is if that is fetching, then show this, and if not, then show this. Well, now I just make that condition falsy. Then you can see the value is same. So what I do, I can cut this, then the size same, there is not flex, justify, center, busy, overflow, rounded, everything same. The text size is same. Well, what I do, I just add a Bezier white, then opacity 10, then skeleton, right? You can see they have a skeleton animation. So what I do, I can cut this and add here this, then I just cut everything, then BG is white, opacity 0, then width is 42, then height is 6, then they have a skeleton, right? Skeleton. Then rounded is MD. Well, good job. I can add something like 42 40, no, there's not 44, 64, right? 52. Yeah, it's look better. Or 40, better. Can cut this, and the height is 4, then the width is 20, then empty is 2. Better, far better. So we can just copy this and paste here this, and then we can add here the size is 4 or 6. Better. Now what do we do? We can go on the we cannot do here anything. We can add here a condition. How much is the holder? The holder, if they have any holder, then show it, and if they not have any holder, then don't show anything. Now you can see they have an animation. We just need to do the same thing here. So we have a leaderboard user, right? So we can copy this entire thing, but we don't need to do that. So what we need to do, we can add here spacing again, and if they have any spacing, show fragment, and if they are not have any fetching, then show data. Well, in the fragment they not have any content, so for adding the content I just take that skeleton. I can add here that skeleton on a variable, right? Because I need to use that on multiple times. So I don't like the jai method, like don't repeat yourself. So that is, I can add here a variable that is loading, and I can add a return. Well, you can see here I need to add this loading, and I have called that, but it's still me, it's not assignable to this kind of thing. Well, what do we need to do? How can I assign you, buddy? Loading. They have a issue. So the better thing is I can create a new file, and here for creating the file I just go on the UI, and yeah, UI, then page, then leaderboard, and here I can create something like user loading .tsx rsc, and here I just need to paste the loading skeleton. Cut this, copy this, and then show that skeleton here. Okay, well done. I am done. So now this time if I just refresh, the user loading data is here. Now for this I am see something like the user, there is not user loading, there has something like me loading and user loading. There is, I can make that is user loading, and this one is me loading, I mean my information loading. So there is me loading, I just change that to me loading, and that is the user loading. Okay, now for user loading I just go on the user item data and copy the full data, then cut this, then go here and I just paste here this. It's look better. Now I just need to copy this, and then here I need to paste that. Okay, so in above here that is me loading. We'll cut this, and because they have a import issue, then what I need to do, I just need to cut this L thing, then add a new, then size is 10, then rounded full, then BG is white, then opacity is 10, then skeleton. Great. Now here I need to add two more things. One is the width is 40, then height is 6, then rounded is SMD, then MD or SM, then BG is white, then opacity is 10, then skeleton. And again the width is 24, height is 4, then empty is 2. Great. Then what I need to do, I can cut this and I can add new one, then size is 6, then BG is white, then opacity 10, then skeleton. Anything more? I guess not. So you can see it's look like that. Then rounded is MD. Okay, looking great. Now what I can do, I can just copy that multiple times, like 5 or 6 times. Now it's look like that, and they have more space, I can copy more. Now I just need to change that falsy condition. Well, now if I refresh that page, there have a cool animation of the loading, or user can understand that page is loading. Well, it's look better. Now we need to work more on this. Now we need to work on the home page, and there have, you can see there have something like your reward. So we need to work on this. So I want to retrieve my L kind of rewards. So for this I just need to go on the MongoDB, because I don't know what kind of reward distribution data they have, because for showing the data we of course we need to have the data access. So for check out that, I just come on the MongoDB Atlas, and there have something like a Red Kingdom, that is the database. They have something like tracking, so we can check out the information like what kind of reward user gated, like how much user earned from social, how much social tax, how much user earned from friends tax, how much user earned from special tax, this kind of something. And of course we need to check more like how much point user earned from refer, how much user earned from blah blah blah. So currently in my mind there have 4 things. How much you for the last one, how much user earned from refer, we need to set up this. So they have something like logging, right? So we need to work on it. So the logic is, when user come, we just need to check if the user exists. Then if user exists, we tell him we were registered, and if they are not user exists, we create a user, but they are not have anything for giving the refer bonus or something. We can see they have something like leaderboard, each and everything, but we have one more thing. That one is the refer link, but we are not did any work on referring. So because we currently we are not going to work on we are not going to add a new feature like refer. We did do that job on next video, of course. So for remember, I can add something like, then for now we just want to check how much user earn from what kind of tax. So we are come here, point tracking, then we create a file that is checking, right? Checking.tsx. Not that is not tsx, that is ts, right? ts. Then we just go here and copy that API, cut this, paste here. So here I just copy the user model. I can get the user information. So what I need for getting the user information, I need there have user ID, this kind of something, a lot of data. So we can use aggregate, right? You know what is aggregate. So first of all, how much user earn from social. So I just go on the social, and there I have something like checking model, then aggregate, then here I just add the pipeline. So there have a trick for add this. So I just come on the aggregation, and there have a object, right? So here I can add something like match. So the query is, if the user ID is object ID this, then and then the category or type, the type is social, then that is the query. Then go here and do us not this, make a group, then expression is null, then field is point, then accumulator is sum, then expression is point. Well, is there have any error? A pipeline stress must be contain exactly one field. What's wrong with you, man? Is I did any wrong? Yeah, I guess I did a wrong. You can see I get the response, that is 5020. So I just yeah, I'm not going to copy that because I need to export that according language, and there have Node. So I need to copy that Node language, you know. Then here I just need to paste that. Then you can see here I need to type the user ID. So the user ID is types, then object ID, then here I need to paste the user ID. So that is the user ID. So I just paste here. Then step me, did you mean new? Yeah, I mean new. Well, now this time that is working. So in response, now here I am getting the social point. social point, right? Then the next thing is how much user earn from spatial tags. Spatial, I forget the spelling. Yeah, I am bad in English. Then I just need to go on the tags, then model, spatial, the type is spatial, then there is also spatial, and other everything is same, spatial. And here I need to add one more thing, that is social. And last thing is the friends, how much user earn from friends tags. Friends tags, they have a error, so I need to resolve the error. Well, L error is resolved, so I just change the function name, that is not get me, that is checking. Then I go on routes, and there have something like user, then I add the checking, and here I add the middleware decode auth, then that is checking. I copy that checking path and go on the Redux store. There have API auth, and there have user info API, and here I need to copy that, then paste here, then use that checking, then here also checking, then copy this checking, then I can use checking query. Great. Is there have any tag? Yeah, I'm not use any tag yet, so I can use the use query. This on home page, right? Home page. There have something like reward card. So first of all I need to call that, right? So for testing I can call that in home page. So and I need to call that reward checking query, argument is undefined, then here I get a data is checking records, then is fetching, not is fetching, is loading, then checking, loading. So now if I go here home page and open the dev tool, refresh the page, you can see there have a API that's name is checking. It's taking time because of my internet connection. Yeah, there is still loading. So what I can do, I guess the loading is complete or no. So what I can do, I can turn off the console log and restart that. Then if I can again reload or cut this, then open that app. Wow, I am on browser. So what I can do, I can go here and you can see that is loading, and they are not have any internet connection because as I said my internet connection is gone. So here you can see we are did the query and there have a response. So what is the response? It's a little bit confusing, but I understand, and the response is something like for social the point is 5020, then for spatial they are not have any point, and for friends they have 32 point. So I need to get L point and make something like a object, right, for send that object to the client. So what I can do, I can add here something like, one is social, then the social is something like social, then 0, then point. So social is an array, and this array, I go on this array, position is 0, then in this position there have a point, that is a field. Then for next one, that is spatial, the spatial is also a array, and there have also the point. Then friends, friend, friends, friend is also a array. So now we did the query, and we can use the data, right? We can use the data. So what I can do, I can just refresh that page, and I'm refresh, and you can see they have taking record, they have just social and friend, and spatial have not a single value. Okay, well, what I can do, I can take some argument. One is the icon, then second one is the title, third one is the point. Then the type is icon is React icon, okay, React icon or something else, icon type, then title is a string, then point is a string. Okay, so what I can do, I can simply use that icon, or icon type should be anything, or I can use simply the icon here, or icon type is not assignable to a React node. Did you mean to call the expression prop, icon base prop? Well, however, so I can make the icon type is anything, and I just ignore the type, disable for this line, I just ignore the type. Then there have the title is, then I just change that to title, and here I will use the icon. There have the point, and there have the symbol on the environment, as I know, import, then meta, and then environment, then symbol or byte token symbol. Well, now we just go on the home page, and we can add icon. Icon is something like is for is. Okay, first thing, we just need to take the icon, right icon. So for first one, that is social, there have icon like social. I can use this IO share social, share social. Then there is the text size is eSIM, or I can copy that and paste here, so I don't need to add the text icon class name. Then the point, then the title is social reward, social tax. Then the point is reward, checking reward, right? Checking reward, then data, then social. so I can just paste, copy and paste here. So now if I go on the mini app, you can see that it's loading, but I have the data right, so I can come here, social, and that is social, spatial, then the last one is friend, friends, that is spatial tags, that is friend, friend tags, and I can come here, and here I can add something like spatial. Okay, they have something like a special folder icon. I use that, you can change that, no problem. Then they have the friend, or I can take something like member or people, because I need a group of people like this FF people group. So I can copy this and paste here this. Well, now I need to refresh that. Now you can see that it's loading, so I need to wait a bit. So you can see there have three things. One is social tags, 5020 videos, that is a symbol, then spatial tags, null, then friend tags, 32 videos. It's work, but here I need to do something like if they have social point, then use that, otherwise no. If they have spatial point, then use that, otherwise 0. If they have friends field, then use that, otherwise 0. It's better, right? So that is loading, but I am done what I need to show on this video. So in our next video we work on the referring functionality. So till then, take care.